So I've got a car in the back there. It's got 240,000 miles on it. It's a 2010, but this is the best example because this thing is 1 year older. It's a 2009, and that one over there is 11. I've got a variety of them. I've got a handful of them in the back as well, but this is in really good shape. I just brought it back, but after purchasing it, oh, look at that. That's one of the flaws. But this video is going to be about the interior flaws. This will be for a different video. This is blown out hood strut. That will be mechanical flaws. But this video is going to be all about the decade of the Audi A4 B8. How is it held up on the interior? So the exterior is not all that important because that little snow flurry that we had, that's not going to matter so much. We're looking on the inside here, right? And this one's all cleaned out and ready. It looks pretty clean. Let's check it out. Let's go through piece by piece on what's going on with these things. Let's start with the seats. One of the main reasons why I bought this 220,000 mile vehicle is because it had the sport package. It's got the sport seats. It does have sport suspension as well, but the suspension kind of wears out over time, so the sport suspension really isn't going to do anything for me. The rims are kind of nice. I can repurpose those. I might be able to part some other things out on it, but with the miles, it's really not worth fixing and putting back on the road, especially because this one's been in an accident before, and it's a CVT, so that means it's front wheel drive. But like I said, let's start by the seats. First off, this one has just a little bit of bolster wear right here, and typically that's all you're gonna see on the seats is a little bit of line right here, a little bit of wear on the driver's seat. Typically, this back part is always good. Even this part, with being sat in for thousands of hours, it looks like it's in great shape. Now, there is other issues. See, we have a crack right here. You want to make sure that all your seat functions work. All the motors are operating back and forth, up and down, all of it. Typically, that's always usually in good shape. What I've found before is this lumbar system. A lot of times, not a lot of times, but very rarely this can go out. Rarely these are heated seats, right? So that's what this emblem is right here. Check out that. And we've got it on both sides. You want to make sure that your car is optioned with heated seats first. It'll have that button or it won't have that button. And if it does have that button, you want to make sure that it's heating up. So definitely pay attention to that. Sometimes this chrome can peel off here. Well, we're talking about chrome peel. Let's just hit at that real quick, and I'll show you a few different things that can peel off with chrome. This one is another car with sports seats, and I'm glad I came out here and showed it to you because this one does not have bolster wear, but it does have water wear. This is like when something's spilled and it dries and it hardens up, and that someone tell me in the comments about this too, because I'm not an expert on everything. This is some kind of artificial leather, some kind of what do they call it, vegan friendly or some crap like that. But you'll see a little issue right here on the armrest there, which that isn't all that common. We still have a little bit of bubbling and little plastic issues right here. This one on the door, that's beautiful wood. Beautiful. I mean, is that from a Bentley? I don't know. Everything's still good with that handle. But look at this. I don't know what kind of issue we got here, but occasionally this happens with a few different cars, that armrest. These switches always usually stay in good shape, which in the past, all these switches have been prone to flake off all their, like even the headlight switch and stuff, they've been prone to flake off all the, let me just show you. For seats, we also have the 3-spoke sport steering wheel. This one's a manual transmission, so there's no flaps behind it, but there would be flaps behind it if it was automatic. Look at beautiful wood trim. This has got to be some rare, exotic wood trim in this car, because it looks really nice. This one does. me get close on it just so you can see. Really classy wood in this car. From what I've noticed, if you do not have any upgraded stereo system, it's made by Panasonic, and some of the speakers can blow out by now, and the surrounding of the speakers, the foam surrounding, is oftentimes completely gone. And since we're over here, let's check out this. This is a 220,000 mile example. It's 10 years old. From what I've seen so far, if you've got this upgraded Bang & Olufsen stereo system, it's working pretty good. Chrome peel there as well. And it could get sharp in certain scenarios. So it is possible just to peel it up like that, take a razor blade and cut the excess off so it's not sharp, but that's one of the interior flaws for sure. Sometimes you'll notice on the steering wheel, I don't know if it's how people drive or what, but sometimes this chrome can be rubbed off that horn button / airbag pad. And then we can also notice sometimes, especially on the black, where you slide your key in, the key vag, if you will. There's sometimes some oils and whatnot right here, sometimes some peeling or abnormal color. This one for some reason has the boot messed up, but I don't know, I think they just like put a cigar down there that was lit or something. That's weird. I don't know what, I've never seen that before. Usually these stay in perfect shape. But I got this just as it sits as well. I've never cleaned this one out yet. It's still waiting to get something done to it. Similar to this, they would flake off all the paint and stuff. Now these switches over here are still in good shape, but depending on the model year and how old it is and things, these even here, see how the temperature buttons are worn off, but this one's in pretty good shape still. Now you see this parking button / switch? We got some chrome peel on it. Now, if this one had the access start, we would have a starter button below it, and that would also show some chrome peel. See, this one's wood, right? It's supposed to look like this right here. See how nice and smooth and pretty? Or how about that piece right there? No flaws whatsoever on the passenger side. And we got a big long crack in the driver's side panel, but that's the only one. Most of the time, you're gonna see some scratches and damage on this driver's side panel for whatever reason. People pushing the door open, people just using it. Another issue with this key vag is it's supposed to just pull out with ease, and when you push it in, foot on the brake pedal, it's supposed to start right up. Now the biggest issue, I've never really seen it have any other issue other than the key getting stuck. So whenever you push it and then try to pull it, it won't pull out, it'll be stuck inside there. So that's an issue with this ignition switch, we'll call it that. That's probably the proper name if you go to the parts department. It's not very common, but if you got an Avant, you want to make sure that you don't have any water leaks, or you want to make sure that everything is operating. For instance, sometimes this shade will get bound up, and if it's all the way back, you might not notice it if you don't roll it forward and backward. And also, if you don't open up these panels, which, no, the back panel doesn't operate, just the front panel does. But you can tilt it up, and then you can also roll it back. Sometimes that mechanism is stripped out or broken. This is my car with 240,000 miles on it, manual transmission KO4, the WeatherTech floor mats. Dirty as always because I got a dirty backyard. We have perfect looking door panel. These seats were changed out by myself. I didn't know that these didn't have heating elements in them, but for some reason the heating elements, the wires aren't even there. So someone had a sport package car that didn't have a heated seat option, which is really weird. Everything's in real nice shape. Look at that. No headliner sag. Very interesting. Headliner's still in great shape. 240,000 miles. Steering wheel still in great shape. Everything's looking good. Held up very well. This is also a 2009 and the headliner's still in perfect shape, but for how long? Center con's still real nice, but this one's only got 80-some thousand miles on it. Got a broken visor clip. This one's not broken, that's the way it's supposed to look. But if we look over here, check it out, see how it's snapped? There's no plastic piece, just the metal piece is still there. Now to replace this, the aftermarket ones are atrocious by the way, but the factory ones will snap if you don't put, the way you're supposed to do it is put your thumb down there and pop it out like that, right? So the way you replace these is you take a pick back here and you pop this center part out, and then you can pull the actual clip part out, put a new insert in, and then you pop the outside piece out. So it's best to take the clip in the back with the pick and pop it down, straight down, right? It slides straight out. It's just kind of like a push pin. I'll make a video in the future replacing one. This is about interior flaws, but that's one of the big interior flaws is these like to snap consistently. We've got another headliner sag car. This one's, you know, exactly like the other one. They're all starting to look like that. This one doesn't have any weird colorization to it though, anything that looked like it was a fluid leak, except right here. So, I don't know. We need to figure out more about these drains possibly. Or possibly people are just leaving their sunroofs open. Possibly it's not garage capped. Who knows? But we got sunroof sag issues. Let's learn more about it. I purchased this car with a hood cable that was all apart and torn. And it's all messed up. I forgot and closed the hood. Now I gotta open it from the underside. Because I don't think my cable's even, oh there it is, no the cable's still in there. So I can pull on it again, but someone had vice grips on it because it broke the plastic piece. Anyway, this one does have a starter button, so you can see how the chrome peel happens on that. And let me see if I can, wha-bam! We got more sag. Sag, baby, sag. Back seats usually hold up perfect. Unless, what's this? This is just a little packing peanut. Nothing going on with the back seats. This can cause an issue right here. See, look, it's broke already. I didn't even know that. So I've seen that more than a few times, that center console armrest flap is broken. That's supposed to be a hinged compartment in there, and it's completely schmammered.